Hello, my YouTube friend Pop Comics here, and today we got a giant haul of comic books. Tons of packages, a couple of small collection purchases, a gift or two, and one really expensive order. All right, let's start digging through these piles of comic books. All right, this package comes from two vendors that I bought from HipComics. They were doing a special deal where if you spent $2,000, they'd give you a $400 refund. So I had one comic book that was about $750 I've been eyeing for the last 2 months. So I knew I wanted to figure out the deal. The hard part was finding the other $1,300 worth of comic books to order. So it took me 2 days. I had the whole weekend and I was looking and looking. I was down to like 2 hours before the coupon expired. So I finally figured out everything I wanted to order. It's a bunch of really awesome Golden Age stuff. The biggest problem I found with HipComic was a lot of stuff's overpriced. Like Mile High Comic Books has everything 4 times its value. So it's really hard for me to find stuff on HipComics that I want, except for that one comic book. So I decided to look at the vendor that had the one comic book, and I picked out some other cool stuff that they had that when I looked up the prices, they had things at fair market. So basically, I was looking for stuff at fair market so that the $400 cash back was actual cash back and not getting it down to the price that it should be. And then I found another vendor with a couple comic books I really wanted, and then I tried to figure out a few more they had listed that I'd be happy to get. So the cool thing is I spent the $2,000, I got $400 back in a few days, but the way they do is you get charged the full $2,000 up front. So I also got full credit card reward points. So I got, what was that? $30 back in reward points plus the $400, so I got a $430 discount. Pretty awesome. And the one comic book that made me want to do the deal, I think was already undervalued. Okay, let's go through this box. Okay, so I think this first lot of comics here came from one vendor, and I believe I paid about $300 for these. My Little Margie, one of the higher numbers, I forget the number, but looked to be in pretty decent shape, and I'm working on that collection a little bit. I love the covers. I think they're cute. I think that was 10, and this number 6 is also 10. Not the biggest fan of photo covers, but I do love the Golden Age covers where they have just the white lined images in the back. So I love the way the cover looks. I think it's a cool cover. Bob Hope 88. This one I think was like 20 something. Working on my Bob Hope run, looked to be in pretty decent shape. Love the cover on that. And then this is the big comic book. This one I think was 20, 30, 40. Yeah, this was like 260 to 280, somewhere around there. It looks in really decent shape. It does have one chip out of that corner right there. It has a tear on the spine down to there. So it's like a 1.5 to 2 inch tear, and then the bottom. So it's, it's not like a mint, but it's a solid, maybe like 3 to 4, somewhere in that range. It looks very clean and presentable. I've been trying to find one of these for years at an affordable price. $280, $260, whatever I paid is actually pretty affordable in this condition. Usually I see them way worse condition for like $100, $150, and then I got 20% off for that, so it was $50 less. So I'm actually really happy with that one. That one's awesome. Okay, this next stack here was $1,718. So this is an expensive stack, but I got 20% back. So 20% was like $340, $350 back. Now this vendor had the one comic book that was $787 that I really wanted. And I looked at every other vendor. I was trying to find Silver Age, Bronze Age keys I wanted. Everything was overpriced, way too high. So I didn't feel like getting cash back was actually a deal or savings. It was more like bringing it down to eBay prices. So I decided, you know what, let me look at this vendor, the one that I was going to buy the one issue from, and I looked up his prices were fair on everything. He actually would list the Overstreet price and list it for half of what Overstreet said for the condition. So, and then I compared it on eBay, and eBay seemed to be about the same or a little bit higher than what he had stuff priced at. So I decided just to go through the list of everything he had and pull out the things I thought were the coolest. So we have, let's see, Barnyard Comics. This one is, I think, what number is this? I bought 2 copies. One was 16. Wait, I gotta look at this one. These are weird Mylars. They're like sideways opening. Okay, so this is Barnyard Comics number 1. I thought it was really cool to grab some number 1 cartoon comics from the 40s. I love this kind of stuff. The price they had it at was $95. They call it a 7.0. It's not a 7.0. It's got enough little hints of damage and stuff. I think it's more like a 4.0, maybe a 5.0. Still, $95 was not a bad price for a 4.0 to a 5.0, and then I got $20 back on that. So that's pretty cool. Really happy with that. We got Star Spangled War Stories number 125. Absolutely love this cover. We got a really cool looking tank being destroyed by the dinosaur. Such a cool cover. This one was $40, so I got 20% back, so it was like 32. 32 felt about right. They called it 8.0. I think it's more like a 6.5, but I think the price I paid for a 6.5 is actually pretty decent. Love that cover though. That cover is amazing. Okay, then we have Pogo Possum number 1. This is cool. This is actually on my want list. They had 90 on it. 90 felt about right in this condition. I think it's probably about like a 3.540. Let's see, they called it a 6.0. Their grading was a little bit off, but I went by what I saw, not what they said, and I thought the price for this condition was actually pretty okay. And then I got 20% off, so it was not 90, it was like 78-ish, something like that. Really cool comic book. Really fun to knock out a couple number 1s from the 40s. Barnyard Comics number 16. This one was $12, so you know, $12 in pretty decent shape. They called it a, I don't see the grade they listed at, but I think it's a solid like 4 to 5. So that's actually pretty cool. Cuckoo Comics number 54 with Super Mouse. Love the cover. I actually had some Super Mouse comics as a kid. This one was 21, and I think this one actually has some Frazetta artwork inside. So I've been trying to, or I've been interested in getting some of the, it's in pretty decent shape. Like a little bit of a tear right there. I don't even know if that's a tear or just like a little crunch. Yeah, it's a little bit of a tear. Staples are barely holding on, so it's almost detached. But other than that, it looks really nice. So for 20 bucks, it's not that bad. All right, I gotta find the Frazetta art. I think it's 3 cartoon headings. Yeah, so we have 3 headings like this. I believe that's him. I don't see his signature, but I believe that's usually where it shows up. That might not be him. Oh yeah, that's the only heading I see, so that might be the only one that he might have worked on. Okay, so that's super cool. We have Argane Comics number, let's see, what's the number? Number 28. It does have Walt Kelly and Carl Barks artwork inside. It's a really fun Halloween cover. This one was 41. They call it a 7.0. This one does look better, so it might, I don't know if it hits 7, but it's definitely probably like a 5.5 to 6.5. So this one is actually not too bad looking. All of these I pulled out. I just don't want to pull them out again. I don't want to damage them too much. You know, old stuff is fragile. And then Flippity and Flop number 3. Thought that was cool. Flippity and Flop. Let's see, number 3. I paid 18 before the discount. And it's not too bad. It's got a little bit of a tear there. Oh, this one I was really super excited to see. It's lowish grade, like a 3.5 maybe. Let's see what they called it. They said it was a 5.0, and it was 75 before the discount. I think it's more like a 3.5, 4.0. I believe this one has Frazetta artwork inside, which I am going to pull out. All right, I don't want to, okay. I had this as a kid though. This is one of the comic books my grandma gave me, and I sold it as a full. So I'm actually really thrilled to have a copy again. Oh man, and I love the artwork inside. He looks so freaking adorable. Yeah, I remember this comic book very well. So yeah, this was on my list of comic books that I sold as a kid that I kind of wanted to replace. I think I didn't even sell this one when I was selling my whole collection. I actually traded this one to a local comic book shop, and I got Daredevil comic books for it, some Silver Age ones. But yeah, that's Frank Frazetta right there. That is super neat. I think there should be 1 or 2 more pages he's on. I don't see a signature, so I'm not sure if that topper has his artwork or not. He did, there's a lot of these like cartoony comic books where he did those little headers on, and I kind of want to collect them all because they're all relatively affordable. Yeah, that's his artwork right there. That's actually really cool looking. And I don't know if there's a third one. It might just be the 2. Oh, that's a cool Captain Marvel wristwatch ad. That is neat. Yeah, It's in pretty decent shape. You know what? I said like 3540. It's very presentable for its shape. Really happy with that. Okay, and then the next issue was not the big issue I bought, but one that was expensive. This next one was at $455. It's a Wonder Woman number 48. They had it priced at $455. It looks like in 2017 they did $410. At some point it was $230. They listed it as a fine plus here. Let's see, they had it listed as fine, very fine, fine plus. I think this one is a fine plus. I looked at it really carefully. There's a little bit of a chip out there, but other than that, oh, you can't see that. I'm not gonna pull it out because I don't want to mess with it too much. It's got a little bit of a shadow line there, so I don't know if it's acid burn or shadow, but it's a very clean looking copy. I'm thrilled. This is my first Golden Age Wonder Woman comic book. It's Wonder Woman versus Robot Wonder Woman. I love this. This is absolutely an awesome comic book. I'm thrilled to have it. $455 I think was about right for this condition, so getting 20% off of that, or $90 less, so $365-ish, something like that. I think that was actually a really good price on this. I definitely want to collect more older Wonder Woman comics. And then Flippity Flop number 1, another really cool cartoon number 1 from the 40s. This one they had at 82, so 82 before discount. They call it 7.0. This one was nicer looking. I don't know if it quite hits a 7.0, but it's definitely higher, at least a 5, maybe a 6, maybe even a 7, because I couldn't see any major damage when I pulled it out. That one is cool. Okay, the next comic book is the one that was expensive. I had it already. I bought it last year. I bought a graded 6.5 last year for $1,200, but I kind of want the ungraded one that was in decent shape so I can actually like read it and look at it and enjoy it. So I got a Wilbur number 5, first appearance of Katy Keene. You guys know I love Katy Keene. This one they called a 5.5. It was $787, so I got 20% off of that. So that's like $150. So I paid what, like $630-ish, something like that. Great price, and it really does look like it's probably a mid-grade, at least a 4.5. It could be a 5.5. There's a little bit of chip that fell out. There's a little bit of brittleness along the edge, so I don't know how far that brings it down. I think this issue is actually even. The one I got that was a 6.5 graded was very tan. So this one I think is a lot wider than that one. So I'm actually really happy to have it. Might be worth getting this one graded and then try to find another one that's a little bit more beat up for reading. But yeah, I am thrilled with that. Such a cool key issue to have. I think undervalued too. Way undervalued. For like a major Archie key, way undervalued. So I might just pick these up every year or two, as long as the price is not going anywhere. I mean, $500 something for a major Archie key from 1945. Awesome comic book. Really happy. Oh, these are all awesome comic books. I had a ton of fun just trying to figure out what I wanted to buy with this special deal, and I got stuff like this, all the number ones. Awesome stuff. Really thrilled with it. Okay, this is a package from MyComicShop. I noticed that they had listed a couple of Patsy Walkers on eBay for like a really good price. Stuff that normally was about $40. Pretty decent mid-grades for like $20. So I went on the website. That's one tip. If you ever see MyComicShop listing a comic book that you want on eBay, go to the website because it's always cheaper directly from them. So I ordered those two. I found another comic book that I've been kind of hesitant in buying just because it was a little bit lower grade than I wanted to. But I broke down because I've wanted it for over 2 years now. And I grabbed a few other cheaper comic books that I wanted. All right, let's go through this box and see what's inside. Okay, inside the box from MyComicShop, they put it in like a bag on a piece of cardboard. Really good packaging. They always do a fantastic job when they ship stuff out. Because the bag kind of holds in the middle, keeps the corners from hitting the side. So even if the box got hit or damaged, it would probably not injure the comics themselves. And the box is just super sturdy of a box, so the chance of it get damaged is probably low anyway. Perfect shipping. Okay, let's pull them out of this bag. Okay, all right. I grabbed a couple cheaper comic books, just stuff that I wanted. I always say with MyComicShop, what happens is I end up adding stuff to the cart, but it takes me like a month or two to place an order because I don't find a ton that I want that I think is a good price, because usually the prices feel a little bit high. But every once in a while I'll find something like this. This is gem number 9. It's I'm not sure if it was like a subscription cover, but it was a, let's see what it said. I don't see here, but I think it was like a 1 in 10, kind of a harder cover to get, but it was $2, right? And it's such a beautiful cover. For $2, I had to get it. I really actually want to put this set together because there's a lot of like cool Jen Bartel covers, a couple other artists I like. I really like the covers on this series. Gorgeous comic book. Okay, next we have War Mother #1. This is a 1 in 10 variant. This one was also $2. So again, this is one I put in my shopping cart like a month ago. And then I just let it sit as I was trying to find more things to buy. Really happy with that though. Cool Jen Bartel cover. Really like that. And then I just thought this cover was just amazing looking. This is Starhenge and the Dragonborn #1. This was, I'm not sure if this was I mean, it's a variant. It says it's 1F. I don't know if it's like a 1 in 10 or anything. This one was $4, so cover price basically. I love the cover. I thought it was such an amazing looking cover. Okay, and then we have War of the Realms. This was #1. This was, it doesn't say, I think it was like a 1 in 10 or 1 in 15. It was $2.70 though. I love buying ratio variants for cheap. And it's a cool, you know, just line art cover. I love that cover. Okay, next, this is a comic I broke down and I bought. It's lower grade than I wanted. I've been looking for this issue for years though, and it almost never gets listed. And usually when it's listed, they're pretty beat up. Now this one looks relatively nice, but has a big chunk out of his leg right there. So they listed it as a 2.0 for $32. I decided, you know what? This issue is so hard to find. I figured $32. It looks presentable. Like you almost can't see the damage until you like really notice it, and then you're like, ah, that sucks. But the rest of the image looks pretty good. So I figured this would be my filler issue until I can find a better one. I'm just happy to have it. I'm down to maybe 20 more issues to fill the run, and this was the one I wanted the most. Really awesome. I love Halloween themed covers, so I thought that was an amazing comic book. Okay, and then these are the ones I saw on eBay. So we have Patsy Walker #57. They called it a 5.5, which is really nice. The Patsy Walkers in this era that are mid-grade are kind of hard to find. So this one was $18. I think they put it on eBay for $25. Usually they charge like double that when they list them on their site. So this high of a grade for $18, yeah, I had to grab it. I think I even have one, but mine is beat up. This one's, I mean, I see some spine stress, but the white's pretty white. That's actually pretty awesome. And then number 59, I did not have. And this one, they also called a 5.5, and they listed it for $29. Again, on eBay, it was like $32, but $32 in this grade, it looks really nice, actually. Pretty awesome grade. I was actually really happy with that. And the price is good. Usually they charge like $60, $50 for this grade on their website. So I felt like either someone entered in the prices wrong, or they just got a really good deal and they decided to sell them cheaper, or maybe the market's a little bit weaker, so they decided to sell them cheaper. Either way, I am thrilled to have them. All right, that box was amazing. This comes from Japan. I won it for $7.49, and I was buying a lot of stuff from Japan, so I decided to stop buying, but I had already shipped out the other stuff that I had bought. So usually I try to combine it all to save on shipping. So this one was $18 a ship, so I paid $25 for it. It might be a little bit high, but it's super duper cool. All right, let's open it up. Okay, hopefully, it looks like they just put it in a paper envelope in the plastic bag. Hopefully this arrived okay, because with the shipping it was a little bit more expensive, a little bit more than I wanted, but I also had just paid $200 to ship a giant box of magazines and comics and stuff from Japan. So I decided I had to cut it off with this one issue. I'll do it again soon though. I have so much fun getting the Japanese packages. Oh, this looks super cool though. All right, we're gonna take a minute to look through this. So it's the Osamu Tezuka Manga Museum Catalog. I just thought this looked really cool. I don't know if it just shows a whole bunch of like, it shows the layout of the museum, but like drawn. That is really neat. Some pictures from the museum. Oh wow, I would love to visit this place one time. This looks super cool. I guess just some history on him. Some early drawings. Oh yeah, I would love to collect some of this older manga that he worked on. And then just a whole bunch of just different drawings and sketches and little toy things. He's probably my favorite manga artist. So I thought it would be really fun to grab this catalog. I would love to buy a lot more magazines, comics, and other things that he worked on, because this is just amazing stuff. I love it. Okay, that was really cool. I'm happy I got it. Even though I paid a little bit more because I had to pay so much for the shipping, I'm thrilled to have it. Okay, this is just a little gift that one of my regulars dropped off. Just some of his newer comic books, I believe. And he didn't want anything for it. I ended up giving him like a $20 store credit. He didn't want it, but then he's like, all right, I'll take something. So he found a cool Snarf action figure he traded for the stack. All right, let's go through this bag and see what's inside. I don't remember if I looked at this stack or not. Oh yeah, I looked at a couple of them and I was just like, you know what, this is cool stuff. Let me give you something. Because he was just going to give them to me. Because, you know, what he does is he buys them, he reads them, and then when he's done with them, he trades them or gives them to me. So, you know, he got his value out. His value is to read them. He doesn't really collect them. The Good Asian number 10. I actually want to get a bunch of these. I want to read the series. I heard it was really good. Number 9. Number 8. So this actually looks like a big run of them. Number 7. Actually really happy to get these. Number 6. Number 5. Number 4. Number 3, Jen Bartel cover. And then issue number 2, I believe he actually sold me or traded me issue number 1 a month or 2 ago. Rocketeer number 2, that's a cool cover. My Bad number 5. My Bad number 4. My Bad number 3. My Bad number 2. The Rocketeer number 1, that's a cool cover. Darth Vader number 23. And the Mandalorian number 1, the variant edition. All right, yeah, that's a cool little stack of comic books. Like, what is that? $4 or $5 each he probably paid at the newsstand. So yeah, I'm really happy to get these. These are super cool. All right, this is a little stack that my friend Sean just dropped off yesterday. I gave him $100 so far. I don't know if there's $100 of value here, but I assume there is because he's usually pretty good at estimating what I'm going to give him for everything. So let's go through the stack and see what's inside. So let's go through the stack of comics for my friend Sean. We have Strange Academy number 16. I know a lot of these issues are starting to go up in value, especially the first few issues. We have, all right, it's all mixed up. We have Archie and Me number 76. Catwoman number 55, Adam Hughes cover, that's cool. 8 Billion Genies. I told him that Thomas was looking for a copy of this, that, you know, he wanted me to try to get. But, you know, they're sold out everywhere. So he grabbed me a second print just in case. I'm probably going to end up actually keeping the second print because I like to keep one of each printing. Assassin and Son number 1. Doom Patrol number 86. This is the first issue when it switches over to Doom Patrol. So this is definitely like a key issue that has some value. That's actually really cool. I think I have it, but I have to double check. If I don't have it, I'm thrilled to get it. Kid Cole Outlaw 131. That's a cool cover. Punisher Kills the Marvel Universe number 1. That's an awesome key issue. Catwoman number 44, Adam Hughes cover. Catwoman 47, Adam Hughes cover. These are all awesome. Number 49, Adam Hughes. Number 59, Adam Hughes. These I think he bought recently out of a dollar bid, so that's a great score for him. Number 61, number 62, number 65, number 66. I think I have most of these, but I have to like triple check because I love these covers. Number 67 and number 68. Wow, those are all awesome. Okay, and then one last stack from Sean. It's number 71, number 73, X-Men Red number 11, Jen Bartel cover, a Wilbur number, it's one of the higher numbers, I forget the number. He just pulled this out of a dollar bid for me, so I might give him $1. I might give him a little bit more, not 100% sure. I'm not sure what value this condition's in, but it's worth more than $1. I'm thankful he grabbed that for me. Not the greatest condition, but still fun to get. Young Lust number, not sure. It's one of those early 70s indie comic books, but you know, it's adult, so I can't really show you what's inside. Fighting Marines 160. Weird Mystery Tales number 11. I suspect he might have picked up a lot of these recently. Unexpected 153. Love that cover. And then the Den of Geeks magazine with Black Adam on the cover. I'm not sure if that's a free magazine. I'm guessing it's a free magazine. He always grabs all the free stuff and then he gives me a bunch. All right, thanks, Sean. I'm going to price these out and figure out if I still owe you anything. But lots of really cool comic books in this stack. Okay, this is a package for one comic book I bought on eBay. It was $72. I have it already, but this was kind of a little bit of a condition upgrade. So let's open up the package and see what's inside. Okay, so it's in a Gemini style mailer. Although this one looks like a bigger one for like a magazine. Then it's in bubble wrap and cardboard. It's packaged well. Good packaging, makes me very happy. And then everything is, the tape on here is masking tape, so it comes right off. Really easy to open. Sometimes people just throw a ton of packing tape on these things. And packing tape just does not come off like masking tape. Masking tape just comes right off. Okay, and then they tape the comic to the side. Let's get that off. Okay, 1 and 2. Okay, very good packaging job. So we have the one-shot or solo Katy Keene Charm, which I have one already. This one I think looks slightly better than what I have already, although now that I'm looking at it, like it's sitting here, and I see this, it goes at an angle, and the sitting flat. I think this one was trimmed. That sucks. So yeah, I probably overpaid on this one because it's been trimmed. Wow, I gotta double check the listing because I didn't realize it was trimmed when I bought it. But you can tell really easily just by, you know, let's see, on this side, if you line it up, it goes straight up and down, straight up and down. Here you can see the trimming. Wow, okay, that's a real bummer. Dang it. At least I have one already though. Not the end of the world, I just feel like I wasted some money on it. All right, this is just a Ziggy thing I bought on eBay a few months ago. It was $17.90. Let's open up and see what's inside. Okay, so in this bubble envelope, they just put it in cardboard. So what it is it's 1979 like the Notepad kind of thing. I thought that was really neat, and I didn't have it yet, so I'm actually really happy to get that. Okay, this is an order of 2 comic books I ordered for my friend Sean. It's 2 that he really wanted, and he told me just to go on eBay and find the best deal I could find. So he's going to trade me some stuff later on for these 2 comic books. All right, let's open up and see what's inside. There's a couple cool comic books. Okay, these are taped in here properly. So this is a very good packaging job. They used masking tape to hold the comic in the middle of the box. That's a great way, and they folded the edges so it comes off really easy. Really good packaging job. You can tell this is someone who does it for a living. It's not someone just trying to sell a few random comics. 1 packing tape, 2, like the ends here they had packing tape, but these also they folded over so it comes off. So that's good. Okay, and then they had the comics in another comic bag, so you pull them out. And okay, so we have Deadpool 44. So this is the first appearance of Killmonger as Black Panther. Sean decided he really wanted these. And then the second part of the story was just Black Panther 23. So it's the first appearance and second appearance. Those are super cool, and they're in relatively good shape. We did see this one had a little hint of a fingerprint on it. Other than that, though, it's pretty high grade. So I think that was a pretty decent price. He wanted them just in case there's some kind of connection with the movie. Just he loves Killmonger. It's one of his favorite characters right now. So I'm happy to pick those up for him. This is a package of 50 comic books. I paid $51, so about $1 comic book. It's a bunch of modern indie comic books, and I think there's a couple in here that I think are worth a bit more. So I figured I'd jump on this lot. I kind of like buying lots like this occasionally just to fill my collection because it's a great, cheap way to get some of these indie comic books without paying cover price. All right, let's go through this box and see what's inside. All right, everything's in paper inside. Oh, I remember this lot now. This lot had some decent number of Spawn issues in it, and then some other random things in it that are kind of neat. Right, not something I'm going out of my way to get, but I love Transformers, so if this is the extra, Transformer comics are cool. I'm not going out of my way to get them, but I love Transformers, so like when I get them, I'm happy. So it's kind of like a free bonus. Also, the same with Voltron. Love Voltron. It's like a free bonus. Same with Thundercats. I love all this 80s stuff. That's and I don't know what this is. David and Goliath. It's kind of fun looking though. Kind of a fun cartoony. So, but yeah, I didn't buy the lot for those. Mostly wanted that. Looks cute, but I didn't really buy it for that. I didn't buy it for this Avatar comic book. That's a really cool Conan cover. I like that. Mythstalkers, that looks cool. Blade the Immortal 94. Humankind #1 Wizard World exclusive, or Wizard World Chicago exclusive. That's kind of cool. I don't think it has any value, but that's not really why I bought the lot. So we got to kind of determine if, I overpaid with the stuff that I did keep. Alien Racers, that looks cool. Go Boy 7, that looks kind of neat. Tex Benson, Chastity 1, Chastity 2, those are kind of cool. Number 3, Lady Death #1, Lady Death issue 1,
Lady Death number 5. The Lady Deaths are kind of cool. Purgatory number 1. That one's kind of neat. Number 1. So again, I didn't really buy it for these, but these are cool. I like having them in my collection. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, that's cool too. So yeah, I got a lot of stuff that just, you know, filler. Things that I enjoy but I'm not going out of my way to buy. So I didn't buy a lot for any of that. Okay, so yeah, and the image stuff, it's easy to get a lot of this stuff. I mean, it's a cool J. Scott Campbell covers. Okay, Spawn 64, so that issue, $5 maybe. Spawn 106, okay, but when we get into over 100, this is what I'm looking for. So I feel like I was mostly buying it for that. Spawn 107, that is super cool. So those 2 issues, probably $5 to $10. So that's like a big chunk of what I spent. Spawn the Dark Ages 14, number 20. 22. Off the top of my head, I don't know if this run has a lot of value, but it's Spawn, so it's at least $2 or $3. Curse of the Spawn 11. This one, I don't know if it's damaged or that's just the way it was made. Spawn 93. So under 100 is a little bit easier to get, so not as valuable, but it's still maybe like a $5 issue. Spawn 94. Spawn 103 though, again, over 100 is what you want. So that's cool. That's like a $5, $10 issue easily. Spawn 104. 105. So I basically was buying it for all these 100 issues. 127. So I don't think any of these are like big expensive ones, but even if there's like, you know, 6 or 7 that are kind of above 100, I think it was worth it. And then everything else is a free bonus basically. Gen 13 21. Danger Girl number 7. And so that's everything in that lot. I'm actually happy with that because I mostly just bought it for the Spawn issues over 100. Everything else is like a free bonus.
All right, this is a package I bought in, I think, March. I misplaced it, and I didn't know where I put it, and I was kind of worried that it was lost. But then I found it the other day while cleaning up a little bit of a mess, and I'm excited. There's only $10 for this box total with shipping because I bought it with something else that they ship separately. And so they like combine the shipping without actually combining it, which is kind of weird. But it cost me $10 for this box. It was 9 French hardcover comic books. I just love the French comic books that are in that like size of the hardcovers. So I figured I'd just bid on a cheap lot, see if I could get some really cheap. All right, let's open this box and see what's inside. All right, all these were just over $1 a piece. They just look really fun. I love the format of French comic books and these hardcovers. They're really just a pleasure to hold and read. Love the hardcover. I like, you know, buying the American translations. The artwork looks fun, although it's a lot of dog-eared pages in here, so I'll have to play with that. But again, I paid really cheap. I paid $1 just because I felt like getting a few and just to enjoy the artwork. And, you know, if I do want to read, I just have to use a translation program on my iPad. But yeah, I just love the format of these, just the hardcover, just the fun artwork. I mean, these covers are fun. And just, you know, I grew up loving Tintin, so I think it's my love of Tintin made me end up loving these hardcover books. This one just looks really nice. Really nice artwork. Oh yeah, and the interiors are just like really beautifully painted comic books. Oh yeah, this one looks fantastic. And some of this stuff, I don't know if it was ever translated into English. This is great though. I need to find more lots like this for like $1 a piece. It's because I don't think a lot of people in the US are looking for French stuff. You know, so it's a much smaller audience buying it here, so you may be able to pick up this stuff really cheap. And if you speak French, that's awesome. And if you don't, you can use translation software. Or you could just, you know, open them up, enjoy them for the artwork. Sometimes you don't even have to read a comic book. You can just look at the artwork and really just enjoy it. And these are really fantastic looking. Love that back cover. Yeah, that is cool. And we got another copy of that. So it looks like just kids getting in trouble. Not sure exactly what's going on, but the artwork looks really fun in these. Yeah, really happy with that. And then there's a couple more. Tony and Alberto. And just looks like a really fun, cute, maybe like a kid's comic book. But again, I just love the hardcover format and just how colorful and fun these are. And I love collecting stuff like this. I mean, I don't pay a lot for it. I'm not going to go on my way, but if I can get them for $1, heck yeah. Just to enjoy the artwork, just to flip through them a few times and just like check out how cool they are. All right, I'm really happy with that collection. Okay, this package includes 2 lots from eBay that I won. It's 50 comics total, and total price was $66.18. So like $1, like 30 each. I think it was actually a pretty good deal. All right, let's open this box and see what I got. Okay, so they have all the comics in the box in Tyvek envelope, so they should be in pretty good shape. All right, this first batch here looks very random, so I must have been buying for something specific. I mean, it's cool to get the Fables trade paperbacks, but I don't think it... Well, this one looks like garbage. Okay, oh, you know what? I think there's exactly one comic book I bought in here that was worth it. So everything else is kind of like free, but not... Oh, that's junk. Okay. Junk lot. I mean, it beat up Spawn 1. I could probably get like $5 to $10 out of that. So that's a good chunk of my value, at least. But I didn't buy it for that. I'm just hoping, you know, anything I don't want out of this, I'm just hoping to be able to get a good chunk of my money back. Maybe at 50 cents each or something like that. Oh, this is cool. Beavis and Butthead Ash Can. I don't know if that's worth, but it's gotta be worth something. I don't think that's why I bought this lot, though. Feels like there's a bunch of ash cans in here. Let's see what actually, there might be more of a chance of value in these than everything else. Because some of these actually end up having some value. Yeah, I bet that one has a little bit of value, like $5 to $10 maybe. Don't quote me. X-Men ash can. Generation X ash cans. Okay, yeah, I don't think that anything, but the Beavis and Butthead one might have value. All right, brick one was a bust. Oh, I found it. All right, so the one lot I bought just for the one comic book, I figured everything else was junk, but there was an Archie 75 in there. So depending on the condition, the $30 or whatever I paid for the one lot might have been a steal. It does look slightly brittle. In the pictures, like I was looking, it didn't look like there's any major tears, just a few like little chunks out. Let me just see how the staples are. Just a moment of truth. Oh, staples are very firmly attached. So this is a good like 3.0 maybe, which I think this issue is probably easily worth the 30 something whatever I paid for the whole collection and stuff. So yeah, that was worth it. Everything else is a free bonus. Question is it a bonus worth anything? Might be a lot of free junk. But the Archie comic is super cool. That's why I bought the lot. I just saw it in the corner. I'm like, oh, that's an actually decent earlier Archie comic. We'll just pile the junk to the left. Yeah, I mean, I have like 50 copies of this. Not exciting. This might be a little bit of value on those. Oh, this one probably has like $5 value. Okay, we got a little bit of value. More 15, which is Quasar 28. This one might have a little bit of value. No, it feels water damage. Yeah, worthless. Yeah, so I mean, this stuff, I might be able to bulk it out for 50 cents a little bit. There might be a couple issues, but really for the Archie issue, it was worth it. Okay, and then one more brick. I don't know if this... I'm guessing the second brick was a different lot. I gotta see if this one was worth $30 or whatever I paid for the second lot. Okay, let me move these out. Okay, so we have a Newsstand copy of Mobius 1. I think that one has a little bit of value. Not as high as it was right before the movie, but maybe still $10. So that actually, and then that... Oh, I bought it for this. Or this is partially why Vigilante #1. Love that issue. I have it already. You know what? This lot had a whole bunch of Vigilante in it. I think that's why I bid on it. Because I know I needed a few of these issues, but they're all looking kind of rough condition-wise. So I might overpaid on this lot a little bit. But still, a whole bunch of Vigilantes for like $1 or something each. You know what? That was okay. Oh, and this cover is cool. Love that cover. That one's in pretty good shape too. Is that a Brian Boland? I think it is. Maybe not. Not 100% sure. Yeah, these are cool. Vigilante #2. Newer issue. Okay, so yeah, you know what? This lot was worth it just for all the Vigilante comic books, especially having #1. #1 kind of is a big chunk of the, this one here is a big chunk of the value. And then like, if I pay, sell that for 10 maybe, I get a good chunk of my money back. Okay, so I'm happy with that. This is a box of comic books I got from my friend Sean. I bought them from him probably like a month ago. I just haven't showed you guys yet. It's a lot of fun stuff, so I figured we could go through it today. All right, let's take a look at what's in the box. Okay, let's go through this stack of stuff from Sean. Okay, we have Superman 238. Really awesome cover. I love that cover a ton. Baby Huey Papa #5. This one's kind of lowest grade. I think it's detached actually. Still cool though. Sean will pick out this old stuff out of dollar bins for me anytime he sees it. Daredevil 63, a really nice higher grade one.
Like the white is very white. I love seeing older comic books like this where it hasn't tanned. That's an awesome comic book. Daredevil #1 cosplay variant. Sonic the Hedgehog 281. A lot of these Sonics in the 280s actually have a bit of value. You won't always want to look out for Sonic comics. Sonic Universe #84. Sean also said he decided to start parting with some of his Walking Dead, so he sold me like 10 or so earlier issues. So number 12, number 21. I think he kept the key issues. He just decided to sell all the issues in between the keys. Number 15, number 11, number 9. Daredevil number 20 in pretty decent shape. It looks like maybe a 7, maybe even an 8. Wow, that's nice. A little bit tanned, but still gorgeous comic book. And then Daredevil number 12. I think this one actually has a detached cover. Otherwise, it looks pretty good. UFO in Outer Space. Don't know the number. Star Wars Tale number 18. This one, the spine looks like there's some like glue damage or something. Not 100% sure on that. Old Man Logan graphic novel. He actually traded that to me for my friend James, who wanted a copy of that to read again. Okay, next stack. We have Walking Dead Weekly number 2. Walking Dead Weekly number 5. Number 3. I'm not sure which issues I need of the reprints. Number 4, but I think a couple of those I need. I Hate Gallant Girl number 1. Batman Who Laughs number 4. Death of Wolverine number 1. Josie number 19. Cool comic book, a little bit low grade, but still a cool comic book. Patsy and Hetty 91, kind of a really low grade copy. Archie 191. Power Girl Convention exclusive 26. Secret Wars number 9. Just a lenticular, overlay. I think that came from a comic book, but I'm just not 100% sure. Catwoman 63, awesome Adam Hughes cover. Number 64, another Adam Hughes cover. Detective 1048, love that cover, such a cool cover. Cable and Deadpool number 2. Submariner number 69. I think once the Black Panther movie comes out and then the heat on Submariner drops down, I think that's when I'm going to start working on this one because I would like to put it together. Invincible Iron Man number 2, really cool Walter Simonson variant, love that one. Captain Marvel 31, one of those early Thanos appearances. This is the big boy in the collection. We have the Incredible Hulk 340, awesome Todd McFarlane cover, love that issue. Avengers 89 in pretty decent shape. The whites are pretty white. I love that. I love seeing the older stuff when it's not yellowed. Okay, and then the last stack from this box, we have Walt Disney Comics and Stories 562. Eventually I'll start working on the high numbers, but I'm still kind of working on the Golden Age stuff from that run. Sonic Universe number 1. Sonic the Hedgehog 280. Again, these high numbers have a bit of value because I think they... What is this, about 10 years ago? These all have kind of low print runs. Sonic the Hedgehog 279, that one's kind of cool. Werewolf by Night 17, looks to be in pretty decent shape. The whites are very white. That's an awesome comic book. Angel Yearbook, it looks like a Jenny Friesen cover. Love that. Cable and Deadpool number 4. He actually found a whole run of these at a dollar bin maybe a month ago. So I think he bought the run and he sold me all his duplicates. Cable and Deadpool number 3. Hulk number 13, a really fun, the 25th anniversary homage, whatever, where they have all the characters on. I love that one. That one's really cool. Brightest Day number 5, David Finch cover. I like that. Spawn 308. The 300s, I don't think these are as rare as the 200s because I think Spawn, when it was getting towards issue 300, really popped in popularity. And so, the newer ones are a little bit higher printed. Wolverine number 5 variant. Spawn 281. This one probably has a bit of value. Spawn 301, what a cool cover. Spawn 132, the 100s are also a bit rare. Although this one was a little bit beat up. Spawn 271, cool cover. Spike, A Dark Place, Part 4, Jenny Friesen cover, that's cool. Really like that. And Walking Dead number 10. So, yeah, that's it. Yeah, so he had a lot of really cool comics he traded in about a month ago. All right, so this is a lot of 30 indie comic books. I paid $27.45, so about $1, a little bit under $1, but it had some cool stuff that I wanted. All right, let's open up the package and see what's inside. Okay, so the comics are just in a bubble wrap brick inside. That's always good. I really enjoy some good packaging. Okay. Oh, this is super cool. All right, so the first comic book is a newer saga. I think this came out like 3 months ago, so Saga 55. But in the back here, there's like some stickers and a bookmark. That is cool. I wonder if this person was like a reviewer and these are just extra issues. Either way, I'm happy with the little extras. I do have the newer issues because I bought them as they came out. But I don't think I bought the slot for those. They're just like a little added bonus. Or if, you know, I could put it out in my shop for $3. Someone will buy it. Saga's awesome. Okay. And then we have another one. We have Saga 56. That one I have as well. Manor Black number 2. Manor Black number 2. So 2 different versions. God Killer number 2. I actually want to get all the issues in this because I just think all the covers and the interior artwork's pretty cool too. But I love the covers. Superman Son of Kal-El number 5. So yeah, a lot of this is all new-ish stuff from maybe the last 5 months. So like a $1-ish a piece. That's awesome. Batgirl's number 1. Action 1038. A Harley Quinn 8 Dark Shoe cover. Love that cover. I think I needed one, the 2 of these. This might have been one of the reasons why I bid on it. Harley Quinn number 10. Because $1 on that is great. Oh, we have a duplicate. Duplicates easily, like if it's a $4 cover price or $5, if I put in my shop for $2 or $3, it'll sell. Joy Operations number 3. That's a cool looking cover. Number 4. That cover looks cool too. I love fun sci-fi stuff like this. Number 3. Oh, this is cool. I love Yusuke Yojimbo. So we have number 2. That one's awesome. Yeah, this stuff is great for $1. Primos number 1. Until My Knuckles Bleed number 1. That's cool looking. The Conqueror's Worm. I'm not sure the number, but that looks interesting. Philadelphia number 19. The Joneses number 1. That's a fun looking cover. Yeah, I do like just buying collections like this on eBay occasionally just to get kind of a mix of newer stuff. Just because it's stuff that I don't know about. Maybe I want to just like check this out, see if I like the artwork, that kind of thing. And $1 issue is just, it's a very low price to get into them. Supermassive, I don't see the number, but this is like a big thick issue. When the artwork looks a lot of fun inside. Yeah, that is cool. I like that a lot. Blowtorch one shot. The Black Knight, not sure the number, but that's a gorgeous cover. Shelter Division number 1. Good Boy number 3. It's a cool cover. The King of Spies number 3, Mark Millar. The next one I got a censor, so I can move that over there. We Don't Kill Spiders number 3. Locust number 1, that looks cool. And White Chapter 6. Okay, yeah, really happy with that lot. Really cool lot of indie comic books for a good price. Okay, we have a box of comic books. This comes from Lou. He's a local business owner. He owns a bakery, and he loves comic books, so he brought me a box of comic books to trade, and he just wants store credit. I think the bag on top, he said I could just have. I'm going to look at it. I might give him a little bit of credit for it. I'm not 100% sure yet, but let's dig through this box and see what's inside. Okay, first we're going to go through this bag of comics from Lou. I wasn't in the shop when he dropped them off, but he told me wife that this was just something that someone donated to him in the shop. And just he said it was like, you know, worthless stuff. So I'm going to go through it. I'm going to check it out. It looks like super duper indie stuff. So like probably 90s indie, late 80s indie. I don't know if any of this has value. This is even more indie than I normally go after. Wow, yeah, super duper indie, but it's still cool, you know, because it's something different. Medusa comic books, Phase 1, Crusader, Ruck Bud number 1. I'm not gonna look any of these up. I don't think, yeah, I feel like it's a waste of time. But if you see something that's valuable, let me know. If anything's hiding in here, that's like, if Phase 1 is all of a sudden a $50 issue, you just let me know. Because I just, this stuff is. I'm kind of happy to have it. I love collecting like everything pretty much. So getting this weird, goofy stuff, you know, it's kind of fun, but it's also, there's not so much value. So it would be hard to sell this kind of stuff. I'd have to sell like the whole stack for maybe $5 or give it away. I'm just going to go through this a little bit faster just to see if anything jumps out. Ninja Bot Super Special. Wow, this is very, very indie. Omni-Man number 1. Shallow Man. Wow, this is super duper, super indie, super low, underground, like, you know, 70s underground actually had good artwork, and this is just kind of like terrible. Okay, yeah, this is like high school level, trying but not really succeeding at drawing. And oh, there's a stack in the bag. Let's see if there's any treasures hiding in here. Epsilon Wave. Oh, this is the whole set of Epsilon Wave. Wow, I can't believe these made it more than one issue. Oh, like it actually has kind of nice production quality inside, like the way it's colored and printed. Okay, I kind of like that actually, even though the covers are kind of, well, that cover's kind of nice, but it looks hideous. It looks like a magic marker was used to color it. Inside as well, but like it's printed nicely. Okay, there's something about these that have a little bit of a charm to it. Okay, yeah, he said I could have those though, so that's awesome. Thank you, Lou, appreciate that. Okay, now for the stuff that he's trading for store credit. This is a complete mystery to me. So this is Superboy 76, really awesome older Superboy, but it looks like it's just disintegrating. So there's probably very little value in that, just because it's would, you know, if I pulled out the bag, it would probably just fall apart. Was this the Spotlight or the Marvel Free Spotlight? Invincible Iron Man 6. Cool Black Widow cover. I love the Adam Hughes Black Widow covers. Those are cool. Avengers 45, Guardians of the Galaxy, Variant Edition. I'm gonna look all these up before I tell how much they're giving them, but if you guys happen to see any modern key or something that has more value, most of the stuff I think is cover price or less. Not seeing anything here that I know of that's a key issue. Oh, that's kind of a fun cover. I like that. And I'm going to go through it quickly because it's all new-ish stuff and nothing that's really jumping out. It's too exciting to me. Although that's a cool Jay Lee cover. I like that one. Oh, another cool cover by him. Okay, those ones are cool. It looks like, yeah, Terry Dotson, Catwoman, that's cool. Oh, Radiant Black, that's cool. I think I have that issue. I gotta double check what I need out of that. And Justice League Dark #2, that's kind of cool. Okay, so this will be fun because it'll mostly just fill in my collection with newer stuff that I might be missing. So I do like to do that occasionally. Eternals #4. This one I think is missing a cover. Okay, Avengers. I'm just gonna blast through these again. Just until if I see anything that jumps out as an artist I like, or just something. Oh, Bitter Root 15, that's cool. I like the finish putting that set together. Silk 7, that's cool. That actually might have some value just because it's a Stephen Colbert like comedy thing. Alright, and then what's this? Oh, there's a duplicate that I'm just guessing this is either stuff he bought new, read it, you know, and he had his value out of it and he just got rid of it, or maybe he bought a collection or two and like pulled out a few things that he wanted. That's a cool cover. And then this is just all the stuff he didn't want. Dune #1 from the Blood of the Sardaukar. Alright, that's cool. Jessica Jones 13 Variant Edition. A New Avengers 3. Walking Dead Deluxe. Oh, that's a cool Michael Arwood cover. Love that. X-Men Hellfire Gala #21. So when someone comes in and wants to trade for store credit, a bunch of this like newer stuff that's not necessarily too valuable, you might get $1 or $2 out of most of it. I do keep one of everything, so I'm not, you know, I don't rush to sell it, but I'll probably end up giving him between 50 cents and $1 each in store credit. And then like something I might really like Michael Arwood, I might give him a little bit more because I don't know if I have that issue. Or like Batman, I might give him $2 in store credit just because this one I could probably get 4 or 5 out of. Miss Marvel might be like $1. Captain America's probably like $1. Fantastic Four, probably $1. So he might get $100 if there's 100 comic books in store credit, maybe 150, really depending on the mix. Just because, you know, and that way he's getting rid of a bunch of stuff he doesn't want, and I'm getting a bunch of cool stuff to add to my collection, or I can, you know, the Batman stuff will sell well in the shop for a couple bucks a piece if I decide to sell it. But most of the stuff I'm going to double check. If I don't have it, I do want to keep one of each. That's a cool cover. Okay, let me clear these out. Actually, tell you the truth, I'm probably not going to look up most of these just because nothing's jumping out as something I think has value other than the cover price. But so I really would appreciate if any of you see anything that I missed that has value, you know, more than $4 or $3. Iron Man, that one's a cool issue. That looks like a, I'm not sure if it's like an international issue. That looks interesting though. Uncanny X-Men 9, that's a cool looking cover. I like that one a lot. That one's fun too. The bag is stuck a little bit. Okay. This one is in a bag. That one I might actually look up. You know, if it says variant or if it looks like it's something that might be rare, Alright, let's get through these, see if anything jumps out. Oh, I like the FF Micro. I do have that one though. I do like that series. Marvel Action Avengers. I like the cartoony kid one too, because those, I think long term, those will be kind of hard to get. Wolverine, that's a cool cover. Despicable Deadpool. Batman Incorporated. X-Men. Elvira meets Vincent Price. That's actually kind of neat. Oh, a fun Wonder Twins comic book. I really like the cover of that. Do you like the Wonder Twins? Okay, next stack. Wolverine comic book. So yeah, I'm just going to... Oh, that's a fun cover. I like that one a lot. That's a nice cover too. I'm just going to go through these real quick. Just see if anything jumps out as having more value than cover price. Like, I don't, off the top of my head, I'm not seeing anything, but if you guys see something, you just let me know. I do appreciate that. Lots of newish stuff, I think. Usually, like, this stuff I don't buy when it's new. Oh, that's a Variant Edition. That might have some value. I don't buy this stuff as much when it's new, just because I'm usually buying specific artists and not really like every issue or every storyline. That's why this stuff I like to wait until I get it cheap like this. Okay, next stack. Yeah, we're just gonna blast through this. That's actually a really nice cover. It's not anything that's like super exciting to me. It's cool to have and I'm happy to get it, but I don't think we have to spend a lot of time. We just have to get through it as fast as we can, see if anything jumps out. That's a cool, yeah, David Nakayama cover. I love that. Look, cool kid, Forbish Man.
Woo!
Yeah, that one's cool. Justice League 9. Oh, that's ripping the cover off, so that cover's damaged. That sucks. I didn't realize it was stuck on the cover. Annihilation Conquest. That one might have a little bit of value. That's a cool cover. Oh, these are stuck again. That's the problem. These bags, if they don't have the boards, sometimes they don't stick as well, and then you end up damaging comic books if someone not in boards. That's a really nice, I think it's a Noto cover. Gorgeous cover. Okay, next stack here. Batman 114. I love the Gamora covers on that series. They're gorgeous. That's a nice cover. Poe Dameron Noto cover. That's nice. Kenny Avengers. Iron Man 6. Thor's Ultimate Fantastic Four. I wonder if he bought like a couple collections or something, because there's a lot of duplicates in here. I think that's a Joshua Middleton cover. That's a gorgeous cover. That one might be as well. Another nice cover. Okay. Justice League Dark, kind of like that cover. Okay, X-Men. Dollar, Batman, Avengers vs. X-Men. Alright, let me clear these out. Alright, one more stack. We have Batman 111. That's cool. Detective 25. A Harley Quinn 5. I actually might have missed that week when that one came out, because I don't recognize that cover. And I have been kind of buying that series as I see them at the comic shop, but I don't go every week. That's a variant. So the variants I will look up just to double check, make sure none of the, oh, that's like a free comic book day, but from another country. That's very interesting. Ultimates, New Avengers, Dark Knight's Death Metal. That's cool. Vampirella. I think it's a Perillo cover. Mark Brooks cover. That one's gorgeous. City Girl Annual. Justice League Dark, that's kind of a nice cover. Oh, I think that's a Joshua Middleton as well. Gorgeous cover. Mark Brooks cover, that's a beautiful cover. Okay, that's his variant. Anything that's marked variant, I'll double check to make sure it's not like a 1 in 10 or a 1 in 20. If it's just a B cover, it's usually not really worth much more. Batman 6. Nightwing 6. New Avengers, that's kind of a nice cover. Avengers 18. Ultimate X-Men 49. New Avengers 7, Teen Titans Academy 4, that's kind of a nice cover. Wonder Twins 2, like the Wonder Twins. This is, oh, stuck. I'm going to peel this one very slow because it is stuck on the comic itself. Yikes. I don't want to damage them. It's an Elephant Man comic book, which I do like Elephant Man, so I don't want to damage that because that's one I want. Yeah, so number 32, I guess. That's cool. I always kind of like the Elephant Man issues, especially they usually have really cool covers. Interior, sometimes it's really cool. This actually looks pretty cool. Sometimes it's not so good. Batman Rebirth 1. Oh, that's a cool looking cover. Yeah. All right, so that's everything I'm getting from Lou. Majority of this stuff, I'll probably give them like $1 each in store credit, and then maybe occasionally, like some of the Batmans, I might give them like $2. All right, thanks, Lou. I appreciate it. By the time you see this video, I'll probably have a price for you. All right, that was a ton of fun. I love going through a ton of packages with you guys. I hope you had a lot of fun watching it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.